Welcome back to Longevity Talk, and if you like this content, please consider subscribing. Today we're diving into two hormones that shape male strength and vitality, testosterone and DHEA. We'll explain what they do, when they peak and decline, what speeds their fall, and practical steps you can take right now. Grab a notepad. This is practical longevity action, not hype. Think of your body as a high-performance vehicle. Hormones are the fluids and signals under the hood. Understanding them is the first step. Let's get into it. First, testosterone, often called the male hormone, but its role is broader. It's a master architect, builds muscle mass, strengthens bone, influences mood and libido. Muscle mass, bone strength, mood and energy. Now DHEA, dehydroepiandrosterone, produced by your adrenal glands. It's a prohormone, a raw material your body can convert into testosterone or estrogen. Think of DHEA as the utility midfielder, versatile, supports immune and brain function and stress response. It helps the immune system and cognitive function and modulates stress. They work in balance. DHEA supplies raw material. Testosterone applies the work, physical and mental strength. Together they influence strength, cognition, mood, and libido, the full package of vitality. Next, when do these hormones peak and when do they start to fall? Every man has a hormonal life cycle, a peak and a gradual decline. Testosterone and DHEA typically peak in your late teens to mid-20s. Testosterone usually starts to decline around age 30 at roughly 1–2% per year. DHEA peaks in the mid-20s and declines more steeply. By your 40s, often about half. By 70s, 10–20% of peak. It's gradual, not one birthday flip. Genetics set a baseline, but lifestyle changes the slope. Genetics matter, but sleep, stress, diet, and movement can accelerate or slow the descent. Because DHEA is a precursor, its fall can reduce downstream testosterone supply. Think supply chain slowing. The good news, many factors are modifiable. Next, we cover the main lifestyle drivers that rob vitality. Let's look at the top culprits speeding up hormonal decline and how to avoid them. Age is the main driver, but daily habits act like an accelerator pedal. Chronic stress raises cortisol, and cortisol and testosterone move inversely. Imagine two kids on a seesaw. When cortisol goes up, testosterone tends to fall. A poor diet, processed food, sugar, unhealthy fats, causes inflammation and fat gain. Visceral fat produces aromatase, which converts testosterone into estrogen, lowering male hormones further. It becomes a vicious cycle. Low T makes fat gain easier, fat lowers T more. A sedentary lifestyle tells your body muscle isn't needed, and that dampens hormone signals. Resistance training sends strong anabolic signals. Lack of it does the opposite. Poor sleep steals prime testosterone production time. Deep sleep matters a lot. Excess alcohol can damage testosterone-producing cells and increase conversion to estrogen. These factors are powerful, but they're also the most changeable. Next, the concrete consequences you should watch for. Low testosterone and DHEA trigger a cascade: mood, muscle, bones, brain, libido, and energy. Muscle mass becomes harder to build and maintain. Fat accumulates more easily, especially around the midsection. Testosterone supports bone mineral density. Low levels increase risk of osteopenia and osteoporosis. That fragility often appears after a seemingly minor fall. Emotionally, low T links to apathy, irritability, and low motivation. The world can feel dimmer. Cognitive issues, reduced focus, and memory are common complaints. Libido and intimacy can suffer. It affects relationships and confidence. These problems interact like dominoes, but we can slow and reverse many of them with the right interventions. If there's one thing that fights hormonal decline, it's exercise. Movement is medicine. But not all exercise is equal for testosterone. Resistance training, compound movements recruiting large muscle groups, are king. Squats, deadlifts, bench and overhead presses. Aim for heavy loads you can handle for roughly 6–12 reps. Challenge the muscles. Add HIIT, 30-second all-out sprints, 60-second rest, for 15–20 minutes. This boosts hormones more than long, steady cardio. Pair weight sessions with occasional HIIT. Avoid chronic endurance volume that raises cortisol. 2 to 3 full-body resistance sessions weekly with purposeful intensity can change everything. Consistency/perfection. You can't out-train a bad diet. Build meals around protein, healthy fats, and complex carbs. Protein. Lean meats, fish, eggs, and legumes support muscle repair. Healthy fats are vital. Cholesterol is the raw material for hormone synthesis. Choose complex carbs to fuel workouts and control cortisol. Avoid refined sugar and sodas. Key micronutrients. Zinc and vitamin D are often deficient and linked to testosterone. Get sun for vitamin D. Consider testing and supplementing if low. Sleep. Prioritize 7-9 hours. Deep sleep drives nightly testosterone production. Manage stress. Daily breathing, short meditation, nature time. Reduce chronic cortisol. Supplements with evidence. Vitamin D, zinc if deficient, magnesium for sleep and recovery, and adaptogens like ashwagandha to lower cortisol in some studies. Always check with your doctor before starting supplements. Test levels where possible. Let's turn this into a simple, actionable daily plan. Morning. Drink water, get 10-15 minutes sunlight, eat protein and healthy fats for stable hormones. Schedule 2-4 movement sessions weekly, 2-3 resistance workouts, and high-IT or active recovery. Avoid long sedentary periods. Move every hour and get steps in on rest days. Evening. Balance dinner with complex carbs, dim lights. Put devices away to prepare for quality sleep. Make your bedroom cool and dark. Treat sleep as training time for your hormones. Small, consistent habits compound into big gains. This is a marathon, not a sprint. You can preserve strength, bone, mood, and drive at any age. If this helped, hit subscribe, like, and comment with your questions. Thanks for watching Longevity Talk. Stay strong.